All right, team, we are back in the kitchen. Another episode of Cooking with Chris. Today we are going to cook up, ooh, got the kids running around here. We're gonna cook baked ziti today. This is a really easy recipe and it's really good. There's a few different ways you can cook it. I'm gonna do it a little bit fancy, I guess. Jennifer likes goat cheese and mascarpone, so I'm gonna put that in there, but you don't have to do that if you don't like those things. I'll show you a few ways that you can prepare this meal, but it's super easy. It's easy to do, it doesn't take a lot of time, and for the most part, the ingredient list is pretty small. So hopefully this will be something that you guys can take advantage of and try it out and let me know if you like it. So like I said, the ingredient list is pretty small, which makes this an easy meal to cook, which is why it's a favorite in our house. We've got some penne pasta. Doesn't matter what kind, I just happened to get this kind because it was on sale at Publix, and so was the sauce apparently. So just get whatever your favorite marinara sauce is and that will work. We've just got some basil. I usually use oregano, but I don't have oregano, so thyme is what I'll use. I just use this at the end to spice it up a little bit. Fresh mozzarella, or not necessarily fresh, but just shredded mozzarella will work. And then this is a key ingredient, ricotta cheese. We'll mix that with the marinara to make the sauce. These are optional. This is the goat cheese that I'm gonna put on here, and I'm gonna mix that with the mascarpone cheese. You don't have to do that if you don't like that. These are optional. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll actually get pepperonis and layer those on, which makes it a little good, add some meat or some sausage. I'll show you where you can add those into the dish as we get to that place, but right now, we've got water boiling, and we'll throw these noodles in as soon as it gets boiling good. So the water is starting to boil. Also, for sake of time, I just went ahead and preheated the oven to 350, so if you're doing this along with me, you might want to do the same. And that way we'll have everything ready to go. So we've got our water starting to boil. Looks like it may actually be boiling now. The oven preheated, so we're actually gonna start cutting the bread for our garlic bread. I just took a baguette, I cut it in half, and then I actually just cut it in half again, lengthwise, and then widthwise. You can just cut it into rounds if you want to do that. I think this is easier because you can just make 2 big pieces instead of like 10 different small pieces. But we're gonna put delicious garlic spread on here. I actually have not tried this garlic spread, but I'm assuming it's gonna be delicious because garlic spread is usually delicious. So what we'll do is we'll put this on here, but wanted to go ahead and cut it since we're waiting for everything to boil and heat up. Water's boiling, so we're gonna go ahead and dump this in. Probably don't need the whole box, but I'm gonna cook the whole box because my kids like to eat butter noodles, so it makes an extra meal later down the road. Plus I may make some more as leftovers for me sometime in the near future. So we're gonna put it in, we're gonna stir it up, and probably go for 10 to 15 minutes until the noodles are done. Noodles are on, boiling up. We'll stir those occasionally, but right now we're gonna make the sauce, or just the base layer for the sauce. So it's really easy to do. We're just gonna take a nice scoop of the ricotta cheese.
Ricotta cheese, eh, Mom?
Ricotta cheese, that's right. And then we're just going to pour sauce right over top of it. And then we're just gonna start mixing it together. So you want it to be kind of a pinkish color, just like this, like you would see in a ziti dish, or if you've never had ziti, like it looks right here. And then that's pretty much it for now. We're gonna let the noodles cook, and then we'll dump these noodles in as soon as we've had a chance to finish them up. The noodles are done, so we're gonna just drain them. And I just like to hit them with some water to cool them off, makes them easier to work with. So we are now joined by the lovely Jane and Jackson Hunt, followed by the beautiful Pipper Lou. So, please pardon any interruptions that may inevitably come. I'm just gonna add these in and then stir them around. I only added like half the noodle. I cooked a lot more noodles than I need here. I'll use those noodles for something else. I'm also gonna put another layer of just the tomato sauce on top, and then I'm gonna add some of this Fanta cheese. This is when I would actually, if I wasn't using goat cheese, I usually put a layer of pepperonis on top. and then sauce, and then cheese. I think that's good. You know, if you like pepperonis, I think it adds good flavor on it and adds a little bit of meat to it, which is always nice. But we're gonna skip the pepperonis today because Jennifer likes the goat cheese, and I'm not sure that goat cheese and pepperonis is good. I don't know. So now we're gonna make our goat cheese and mascarpone spread here. I'm just going to combine some mascarpone and some goat cheese into a bowl. And then kind of mush them together here. Mix them up just a little bit. So I'm just gonna take it, I'm just gonna add big clumps. Yes, I wash my hands. I'm sure that somebody's gonna say something about that. Now I'm just gonna finish it off with mozzarella. And then finally, before we throw it into the oven, I'm just gonna dash a little bit of basil and thyme on the top just to give it some color as it bakes. And that's pretty much all the bulk of the work. We're gonna toss this in the oven at 350 and let it go for about 7 or 8 minutes, and then we're gonna jump the heat up to about 500 just to give it a nice colorful top, a little crisp, and then we'll be ready to eat. So I've had the pasta in here for about 6-7 minutes. I actually even added in the garlic bread. I just lathered that spread on there and put it in here. Bread's only been in for a couple minutes. I just want to toast it, but I'm gonna bump this heat up to about 500. What I want to do now is just kind of broil the top of it, make it nice and colorful and caramelized and delicious. So I cranked the heat up to 500 degrees. I left it in here for probably another 5 or 6 minutes. I kind of just want to wait until the cheese is melted on the top. And it's sizzling, baby. Looks good. Let me try the garlic bread because I don't know about the spread. So I tried the spread. It was good. Food came out great. So give it a try. Let me know what you think. It's like I said, it's pretty easy to make, so hopefully you guys will have something new that you can make that's easy. And give it a try. Let me know what you think. Peace.
So good with the goat cheese.
Glad you liked it, babe.
Thanks.